So
Yeah.
today we will be talking about SOQL, and it is a mainly used language in the Apex class
Mhm.
because we just deal with the database, or we just deal with the object in the fields, and we have parent record, we have child records. So that all is managed through with SOQL. Okay,
Yep.
so let me open my notepad also first, or let me go with the developer console only. See, so for SOQL, SOSL is stand for Search Object Language, right? Salesforce Search Language, and that SOQL stand for your SOQL, SOSL, and we have talked about SOQL. So these two, this is Salesforce. If you say Salesforce, let me give me 1 minute. Okay, it is Salesforce, Salesforce, Salesforce Object Search Language. Okay,
Mhm.
and
Mhm.
same, this is also a language, but this is a I control J, copy, and this is a very main language. This is a query language. It is, we will just remove it, query language.
Yep.
Okay, so basically the difference is here we are just searching the data, and here we are just querying the data.
Yep.
And here we do with find, and here we start with select.
Right. Okay.
Okay,
Yep.
and here we just get, I'm just, it will be easy for you to understand or to distinguish between two languages. Okay, so here we start with find keyword, and return it return list list of object, right?
Mhm.
But it return it return it returns list of object. Okay,
Okay. Yep.
this is a difference. This, and then we can't we can't perform we can't perform DML. Sorry, sorry, my bad. So we can't perform a DML here. DML means database operation. Database operation are create, delete,
Mhm.
undelete, right? Update. These are DML operation. But here we can perform DML operation. Okay.
Yep.
So now if you see, this is a basic difference. Now if I remove this and now go with the SOQL. So if you write SOQL, SOQL is used when you have to query the data from your database. And
Mhm.
it is just like a table. You see, if I say I have an employee table, we have SOQL, right? We have some, if you talk in, if you have a SOQL, so we will say MySQL. We have MySQL database also, right? In
Mhm.
MySQL, what we do? MySQL, SQL. So what we do? We have one table, employee table. It is my table name, right? I will say this is my table name, and inside my table, I will have column, senior number, name, designation. Okay.
Yep.
So now if I want to take the data of the employee, what I will do? I will just get this table, this employee table, right?
Mhm.
And from the employee table, I will take the name.
Mhm.
It is like a, means how the database work. I will just search for my table. What is my table name? I will say, okay, my table name is employee. So how I will selecting getting my table? Select, okay, select what I have to select. I have to select my name. From where I have to select? From my employee table, from employee table. So this is a basic syntax of writing your SQL query. Now, if you talk about Salesforce, so how the Salesforce deal with SQL? It says that we have one object, right? One object, and that object will be your account. Let me not say account specifically. It can be a custom and standard.
Yeah.
So what it will be my standard and object, and what it refers? It refers my table name. If I say table, I will say these are my table name. Account will be my table name. And if I want to get the account ID, account name, means whatever account fields I want. So what I will write? Select ID, comma name. We have to put comma for the number of fields. Okay. From account.
Yeah.
Understood the basic concept of SQL. Hello.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Now, if I want to use this query, so how I will writing this query? So, okay. So I will go to the query editor. Okay. Now, to write to any query, you will use this query editor only. Okay. And how I will write? Select ID, comma name from account. So this is a basic syntax of writing your SQL query. And after writing this SQL query here, you have to click on execute button. Once I click it, it is giving me the number of records, 28 records I have in my system. And if you want to open this record, how you will be opening this record? Clicking on this, and we have open database, right?
Yeah.
Just click on it. It will redirect my that account. So it is a basic way of just querying the data and just going to detail page. Understood? This is in this part. It is a basic part you have. Okay, we have covered. Now we have means we have clauses here, just clauses, because in if you say we have number of records, right? It cannot be a 28 because it's like a normal org. We are having 28 records, but we talk about business scenarios. We will have a tons of record, means right? It can be 50K, 1 lakh, 2 lakh, 3 lakh. So that Salesforce do not allow to query that whole data in one time. So we can't query whole data at a one time, right?
Yeah.
So what we can do, we will just filter our record, the record which we want that record only. So we will put a where condition. So what it says that where is a filter condition, means if you want to filter, you will write where.
Yeah.
Okay. Where name. For example, I want to filter the records where the name is as communication. Okay. Let me copy this. Name equals to. Okay. Now I just put a means I have put a filter where name equals to is communication. Okay. Let me see. Now I'm getting only one record because we have a put a filter. And if you don't want that filter, you want limited record. I want only 10 records. I want only 10 records, randomly 10 records I want. So what you will be using limit 10. What it defines that I'm putting a limit. Just query 10 records only. If I query this, it will give me a 10 records.
Yeah.
Okay. So basically what I want to say that in SQL, we can we can filter the record on the basis of filter.
Yep.
On the clause we can write. Okay, and what it says that how much record we can find? 50k only. If you want to query more than 50k record, it will give you error. System is a system error. It will say you can't query, means it will give you error that you can't query more than 50k records. So we have to put limit always. If you don't know how much record you have in a system, so what you will do, what you can do, if you don't, means you don't know your number of records in the production. So basically for the safer side, what we will do, we will do 49999. So
Yep.
it will not break your code somewhere. Otherwise, if you put only this, so it can break your code, right? So
Yep.
now this is a basic way of writing your SQL query. Okay.
Mhm.
If I say now we have we can say keywords, Okay, this is a normal query. If I want to means it is not a bulky file way of writing the code. Okay, in my business logic, it will never be like that you want to query the filter for one name, right? You want to query, for example, if you want to query the account records on the basis of ID, so you will never put where ID equals to this ID, right? You will have a number of IDs in your account. For example, if I say I want to find account records where status on contact is submitted. So see, so what I want to find those account in which my see in which my contact is submitted. For example, whenever we create a record, it is like a parent child. It will my account will my parent and contact will be my child, right? If I go in my system, let me what I want to say, it is my contact. Okay, if I want to create my new contact, and I will be tagging my that contact account, right? In this contact I will be tagging my account. Okay, and what I want, we have a status field or not, let me check. Okay, we don't have a status for now. I want to check that primary. Okay, primary I will put here, and I will say my Mr. Demo test. So what I want those account in which contact record is this level equals to primary. Understood?
Yeah.
So what if it is a single record, right? If you do this thing with a data loader, it can be a number of 10 or 20 records or 50 records or 100 records. So your account ID will be also 50 or 20.
Yep.
Okay. So for that purpose, we can't go with this where ID equals to this ID, right? So in that case, you will be using your that what we can say keywords. If I go there, we have a keywords, right? If I say we have keyword in like, right? Then we have and, then we have or, then we have group by. So let me explain you one by one each case. Okay, when you say you have a number of records, means you don't have a single record, you have a number of records, right? So what you are using, you will be using your this in keyword. In keyword means that you have a number of records and you will put a filter where in colon this value. If I say practically way, let me go here. Okay. It will be easy for you to understand. Okay. Okay. Let me. It is not saved by. Okay, we have put a con is not okay here also. Okay, now I will create a new method to make you understand with the keyword concept. Okay, so what I will write public static string SOQL methods. So basically what we want to do, we want to store, we want to find accounts, we want to find account which are tagged on contact record. Understood? If you any doubt, now just go ahead. Means okay. So what I want number of account tagged in contact. Okay. So what I will do, I will first query on my contact record. Okay. On from that contact, I will get my account records. Okay. So let me do. So what I will do, let me, what I want to say, and what we will take here, list of account, list of contact, or only a contact record. Hello.
List of contacted.
Yeah, we because we know we will getting a number of accounts, right? So we will not deal with a single. We will not write like this. Contact ACC. We will not write the code like this because we know we have a number of contact records. So what I will do, I will create a list of contact, and we have a con. Now select ID, comma, account ID from contact. Now I want to put a filter. I don't want those account, those contact in which my account ID is null, because what we want number of account, right? So what I will do, I will say where account ID, and this field will be in my contact record. Okay, not equals to null. Understood? How we put a where condition. Okay, now I know I will get a number of contacts here, right? So it can be select ID from contact, missing the okay, I will write. Okay, so now I have write this logic. Now what I want to store what account ID, and in the starting of this, what I have explained you the set concept, right? Why we use set? We use set to store means no primary key. We use set to add primary key. Primary key are the unique key, means it can't be duplicate.
Mhm.
Okay. So what I will do, set of ID. I will create a set of ID. Why I'm creating set of ID? Because I want to store account ID here. Okay. Account ID equals to new set of ID. Okay. Let me not is okay. So now what I'm getting here, I'm saying set of account ID.
Mhm.
Now I want to store set of account ID. So how I will storing account IDs here? I know I will get a list of record from here. Okay.
Mhm.
So I will write for loop for this. It is we have a variable, right? Con is a variable. So what
Yeah.
we will write? Con cont under c dot. Okay. Now I know I will get a account ID here. So now
Yeah.
how I will be adding account ID? Copy this. So what we are doing, I want to store my account ID. So
Mhm.
what I will write, account ID is my set variable, right? We have
Mhm.
declared set variable, and I'm saying, okay, add what I will be writing here, C dot this account ID.
Mhm.
Understood why we are writing this?
Yep.
Okay. So once the account ID are on my this list, sorry, in my set, so I can print also to check what IDs are print. System dot debug account.
So can you just repeat what is this C hyphen con? I think I'm lost there. So set ID I understood list contact and you're trying to get all the IDs into this con. So
Hmm.
for contact C hyphen con, what is this part here?
So basically, it is a syntax of writing the for loop. So
Okay.
what we are doing, we are we have list of record, right? This is a list of record.
Yeah.
So this list, I want this list to be iterating. I want to iterate this list. So how I'm adding? Con is my list name, and
Yeah.
it is a variable. That's
Okay.
contact variable. So I'm iterating this list, and in each list we will get c.id, c.account ID whenever it will be iterating.
Okay.
Okay. If I say, just give me 1 minute. Let me print this first. Copy. How it means, if you know how we can write different way of writing the for loop. It is a short way to write that thing, but we can write this way also. See how will if I want to print 1 to 10 number. So how I will be writing? For integer I equals to 0,
Yeah.
I is greater than 5, less than
Yeah.
5, and
Mm-hmm.
then I plus plus,
Plus. Yeah.
right? Then I will say system.debug print I. So how it will write 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
Now if I want to means iterate this contact loop also, so how I will be writing? Okay, integer I equals to 0. It is
Mm-hmm.
good because we know it is iterating from 0. And how I can write? It defines my size of list, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying in the list I have a 5 item.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, it defines my number of items in the list. So I'm saying, okay, I have a 5 item from the in a list. So it is iterating 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay.
Yeah.
because it is starting from 0, so it will print till 4 only. It will not
Mhm.
go for 5. Okay.
Mhm.
Now, if I want to iterate my contact loop, so how I will be writing my contact loop? I know this is my size, so I will use con
Yeah.
dot size. This thing I have explained when I am talking about list, right?
Mhm.
So what it will get, I will get a list of con.
Mhm.
Okay. So now if you want to print, you can print it. Con dot, how I will be printing? Con, con dot, con dot, if I say con dot account ID. This way is also a way you can print, because it is a little long way to write the for loop. So we are just doing the shortcut.
Right. Okay.
Got it?
Yeah.
Okay. So now I want to run this loop. Okay, let me run return. What? Let me do this. Okay. So let me run this debug. And what is my class name? It is demo dot my function name. Debug only. See what I'm getting. I'm getting the account ID here. 1, 2, 3, 4. If you see,
Yeah.
got it. So let me go to my class again. Okay. So see. So I have get the account ID. So we
Mhm.
are talking about in keyword, right? What we are saying in keyword. So in keyword, when we use in keyword used for to get collection of records. So when you use this in keyword, if I want to query number of records, collection of record means number of record.
Mhm.
If I write collection number of records. Okay. Now I want account ID, right?
Mhm.
Now I want to find those accounts whose account ID is this. So how I will be writing? List of account ACC list. Okay.
Mhm.
Equals to select ID comma name from account same where ID. We have
Mhm.
this ID ID in account ID. So what it means? Okay, let me do this also. So what it means? I'm saying where condition. I'm saying all my get my all accounts where ID inside. In means the set of collections, set of number of records.
Mhm.
Okay, so set will contain this account ID have a number of record IDs, right?
Mhm.
So what I'm saying ID in the number of IDs which are present in my this set. So query those all records.
Yeah.
Okay. So basically when we use in, though it is a syntax, how to write in colon then my that variable name.
Yeah.
Okay. And same way you can what I will say, you can print your account record also. Let me print. It will be easy for you to check we are getting name or not. For account ACC colon account list So I will prefer that you should also write like this for loop only, because the integer I 0 then less than 5, it will list little a long wait. Okay,
Yeah.
I will just system dot debug, and how I will printing my name ACC. Okay, let me print like this: ID account ID ID plus ACC dot ID plus name plus, and it is a way of just concat your all line in a means if you want to concat a string, so you can write like this. Okay,
Mhm.
I will say ACC dot name. Let me save this. Okay, and let me debug only. See, it is being account ID name
Mhm.
equals to this. Account ID name equals to this. So basically, what we have done, we just query in first we just query contact records. From that context, we get account ID, and
Mhm.
from that account ID, we are getting number of accounts.
Yeah.
How we are just able to achieve this with the in keyword.
Yeah.
Okay, and similarly, we have other keyword. If you say and and means when it it means both both condition should be true.
Mhm.
Okay, um, so see, here I have used where condition, right? Where I'm
Yeah.
saying account ID is null,
Mhm.
and let me query first. Uh, so if you want to find your object now, what you can do, just go to this control shift O. Okay, and write your object name here, contact. Don't go for object manager and search or that thing. You can find where. Okay, right. It's taking little time. Okay, so if you see, we have contact.obj. What it means that we are searching for contact object. Okay, once we click that, open. Oh, it is not getting control Z. Oh, contact, contact. It is taking time. We will get, let me contact object. We will get contact also. Case object, contact, con. Okay, see, if you select this, it is saying okay, open. Why it is opening other way, I don't know now. Contact. Yeah, just give me 1 minute. Some close this, close batch. We have lots of tabs opening. Just close first. Okay. So basically, you have to go here and Control Shift O and contact. Contact. Why it is taking so time? I don't know. Mhm. So here I will get a content. Oh yeah, why it is clicking on that only? Contact. Okay, contact. Let me open this. See, this this is a object field we get in a one. If you want to just select all the fields, na, so you have to just search your object name here, and you will get your see your field name and the type of data type. ID is related, is boolean. Account ID is my reference. Reference means that it is a lookup field or something, master lookup or master field or lookup relationship. Okay, so what I want ID, account ID, name, and if I say okay name, then I want to find phone number. Okay, phone, then query. And if I'm to query this field, so I will just click on query editor. Just give me 1 minute. This is my phone. Account, last name, account ID, name, query. So see, once we select all the fields and just click on the query, so just automatically your query will be created. Select phone, ID, last name, account ID, name from the contact. Okay. And now I want last name. And last name, let me put your name. We have contact. Okay. And if I go to a detail page and we have, okay, let me create new record. New. And I will say 1, 2, 3, last name Arjun test. Okay, let me save an account. I have to put Dancing Mehra. Let me save. So basically, what we want, I want this record, test demo Arjun. So how I will get this record means I want to check that account should not be null and my last name Arjun should be there. So I have a two conditions that account should not be null and in the last name it should be Arjun. So for the both conditions to be true, so what you can use and keyword, and what say account, see account is not null and last name equals to Arjun. Okay, like the way I have written now, something else I've written Arjun. Okay, and let me save. So and for also we can do like this also for the end condition. Any doubt, Arjun, or it's clear why we are using and here? Hello.
All clear, Dan. I do have one question, but I'll ask you after you complete this one. Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Nothing related to this one, but it's a very general question. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So just I am putting and condition because I want both the conditions should be true. Okay. If I run this and execute, so I think only one record should be printed. Okay, mdebug. See, account ID we are getting this, and we are getting my account name dancing, and that contact is this. In that contact we have this account ID.
Right.
Okay, so basically what we are doing, we are checking end condition. If I put or condition here, if I say or,
Mhm.
so it will give me all accounts, that all contacts in which account ID is not null and last name is Arjun. So this time we will get more record. because it is saying this condition or this condition. One
Yeah.
should be true, not both. If I click and debug your code again, so it will give a more records. If I click debug only, see, so
Right.
it is a way of that filtering on the basis of and or in. Okay,
Mhm.
then we have group by. Group by keyword is basically used to, it is like a group by. For example, if I want number of records who's on the basis of status. I have a status pick list on my account, and number of 10 accounts are open, 10 are closed. So group by will do open equals to 10 and close equals to 10. For example, I say I have I have I have 10 records, okay,
Mhm.
with status with status open, okay. And
Mhm.
same I have record 20, 12 record with status closed, okay. So if I want group by, I want number of records with the group by. I want how many accounts are closed and how many accounts are open. So how I will be querying, I will use group by. So it will say, okay, your 12 accounts are open and 10 are open and 12 are closed. So for how to use group by query, select same thing. We will write because we want status, so I will write status, okay.
Mhm.
And count I want count because
Yeah.
I want to count the number of records. So it you will write this count, okay. Count
Mhm.
name name from, I don't want this, I will just, okay. And I have account here, account group by status
Yeah.
okay. So basically what is doing, I'm just grouping by my status, okay.
Mhm.
Let me, okay, let me query this status invalid field. We don't have status. Let me check. I think we have a capital as a small. Let me check the API name, okay. It is capital. Yes, select status account name that. Let me check the field name also. So basically, you can ask your question till what question you have.
So Esther, when you're talking about SOS, right, you gave me a business scenario that when you want to log in, the user email will go and find it, right?
Hmm.
Similarly, what is like an example for SOQL? Like when do we use it in a real time?
Okay. So see, if you want if you want to perform a DML operation, if for the DML operation you want to find a query, you want to find a number of records, on the basis of that records you want to insert something or you want to update something. Okay,
Mhm.
for example, if I say I have a number of, if I say I have on my status field, okay, on my account I have a status field, and when the status is closed, okay, when
Mhm.
I say status is closed, I want to capture my that close date when that status is marked to close. Okay.
Mhm.
So what I will do, I will check whenever, for example, if I say I will in my object manager. Okay. If I can do with a single record, or I can do a upload with the upload of record. Okay. So what I will do, I will go to account record, and once I will just go to dancing, and I will go to the detail page, and I will change my status. Okay. I will
Mhm.
change status. If I say we have a status or no, let me check active. Okay. And if I say active, let me say remove active. I will say yes, I have one field active, yes or no. Okay. If I
Mhm.
say no, and uh, on clicking of save, I want to capture one field when this account is closed. What is the date and time? Okay.
Yeah.
So what I will do, I will write a before insert. I will write a before update trigger, and I will check, I will query what value you are putting here. You are putting no, right?
Mhm.
When you are putting no, I will just query where, select the account ID, select the account where active, active value equals to no. Okay. You will get all your accounts. Okay.
Mhm.
And after getting those all account, you want to update that record with the system, matlab, with the day when this account is closed. No. Okay. So what you will do, you will just update that all accounts.
Yeah.
Got it? Whenever, for example, if I get, for example, I have a number of users. Okay, I means I have a number of new user I have. So I will have a number of 10 records. Okay, that CSV file will given to me. Okay, that CSV file is given to me, and after a time you want to change all the records.
Mhm.
You want to change all the records. So what you will do, you just query those all records and do the update.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
or
Cool.
if you want to insert the number of record, if you want to if I say, if you say it's okay, let me just merge both SQL and SOSL condition in a bit in a simple way. If I say I just first use SOSL. Okay,
Mhm.
I use SOSL to check if the email ID exists or not. Okay, and you
Mhm.
enter on the user page, you enter email ID. Okay, arjun@gmail.com, your account number is this, and your address is this, and you looking for this, just this job. So that you have filled all the fields here, and
Mhm.
once you click on that submit button, your account should be created, right?
Yep.
So what you will do, what you will do, you will just make a SOSL and check. Okay, my name is not there, right? My name, just my name is not there. But when you want to search for a number of records, means if you want to search for number of records, not for a single record. Okay,
Mhm.
then you can search, and if it not exists, what you will do, you will you will just create a record. Okay.
Yeah.
So any doubts, means if not clear, to I can give you
No, it's clear.
some.
It's clear. Yeah.
So basically means SQL, when you are dealing with SQL, main basically difference between SQL and SOSL is that you can perform a DML operation, or you can perform the DML operation using SQL.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So what? Okay, we are checking the status. We have a status or not? Clean status. Okay, we don't have status field. It is clean status. Let me put this here and query. See, it is saying we have pending, we have status pending 28. Okay, let me give you better way, because I think we have all the status in a pending stage. So let me query this, copy, and let me move this first. Group by ID, comma. from account execute. Okay, and what have been this field pick list? We have okay account field. Mhm. Okay, let me search for some different field. We have account lookup pick list. Wait, what is the pick list name? Priority. Let me check for this field. Control V. Okay, we have high, low, medium. Okay. So what we can do, we can use with this query, means we can use this field to make you more understand what it means. Copy, Control V, and we have this field. So what we are doing here, I want to group by with this field, means how many are in the medium, how means how many records are low, okay, and
Yeah.
how many records are high. So if you see, it is saying that I have a total record 19, okay. No, sorry, it is saying that my just one pick list, that it is empty, right?
Yeah.
In which we don't have any value. It is 19, okay, and we have high value, means on we have 4 accounts in which that it have means that customer priority is high, and we have 2 records where it say customer priority is low, and we have 3 records where customer priority is medium, and we have 19 records in which we don't define customer priority.
Yeah.
Understood why we are using group by?
Yeah.
So basically these are the keywords, means basically these are the keywords we use in the R in, we can say I use on the SQL query. Okay, you, and if I say, let me go
And where is the reference guide for these keywords then? Because see, because you are
okay,
explaining.
let me let me so here is the document. If you see, whole document is there.
Right.
Okay, I can
It's,
share this link. If you
yeah,
if
and
you if you check, you can check syntax relation query. Okay, let me share this link with you.
and similarly, we'll have everything for classes
Yeah,
and
everything, because all means because it is a documentation. You just, if you say